Hello there, welcome to a new video. This video I've been wanting to do for a while. Just been busy working at that. As of right now, at least, my job is still considered essential for now. But I figure, you know what, it's my day off. Let's try to see if I can do some recording. So, the inspiration for this video comes from my buddy Brett. A while ago, he did a video talking about a group of games that he himself enjoyed that, for the most part, the general populace thinks suck. And he gave his reasons why, things like that. And so I figured, you know what, that'd be a good idea, that'd be a good topic for a video. So I browsed my collection, grabbed a handful of games, and that's what I'm going to do here today. So, first game here, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Now, me personally, when I play Call of Duty, I play the campaign. I sometimes play zombies. I rarely play the multiplayer. Nothing against it, it's just my thing. But when this was announced, I believe this is still, the announced trailer for this game is still YouTube's most #1 downvoted video of all time. I don't know why. To me, it felt like a natural progression of the franchise. You know, we had the World War II Call of Duty games. We had that long stretch of the modern warfare type Call of Duty games. Now we're in the future. It just made a lot of sense. The story was pretty good. The main bad guy is basically Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the gunplay was pretty good. It was pretty decent. Zombies was fun, and it was just fun. Overall, it was fun. But what I find kind of ironic about this game, it came out in 2015, same year as Star Wars Battlefront by EA, the first one. This game, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, has space battles when a Star Wars game did not. Think about that for a moment. A Call of Duty game has fucking space battles, and a Star Wars game did not. But yeah, if you've never played this Call of Duty because people shit on it, they say it sucks, blah, 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 do yourself a favor and go check it. Go pick a copy up. It's extremely cheap now, and I had a lot of fun with it. I really did. So, next game here. Again, I'm a huge fan of this franchise, and when this game came out in 2014, it had a shit ton of bugs, glitches, etc. And that really made people lose faith in both the franchise as a whole and the developers, Ubisoft. Now, I myself did not play this game until 2015, because that's when I got my Xbox One. But I played it, and I was drawn in by the story. Now, for the most part, the stories in these games can be hit and miss. As a fan, I can say that, I can agree with people who say that, the story in this game was alright, but this game was better, blah, blah. The story in this one drew me in because it was different from the games that preceded it. That game is Assassin's Creed Unity. Now, this game also has co-op if you're interested in that, but I didn't play it with co-op, I just played it single player. But Assassin's Creed Unity, why it makes this list is just the fact that the story was so much different than the other Assassin's Creed games. In Assassin's Creed Rogue, which was the 360 and PS3 counterpart to Unity, the main character, Shay, who is a Templar, goes to France and kills Arnaud's father, Arnaud is the main character in Unity. And Shay kills his father, who is I believe is the assassin group leader in France at the time. So, Arnaud's father gets killed. He is then adopted by the Templar Grandmaster and raised along his daughter, Elise, I believe is her name. So you have an assassin and a Templar being raised together. Now, as they get older, they fall in love with each other. However, disaster strikes and her father is killed. So now you have an assassin and a Templar. They basically work together and go try to weave through the assassin order and the Templar order that's basically in like chaos, and find out what happened to her father. All of this during the French Revolution. That was so unique, in my opinion, because throughout the whole state of this franchise, it's been Assassin versus Templar, you know. But finally to get to a game where they work together, that was very cool and unique. So, if you've never played this game, because people said it sucked, called glitches, etc. I myself didn't run into any glitches at all. Maybe because I played it a year later, I had all the patches, but still. Like I said, it's got co-op, and all the DLC was made free because of all the hassle that it had at launch. So definitely recommend checking this game out for sure. This next game here, when it was revealed, a lot of people of the franchise, a lot of fans of the franchise, were pissed off. They didn't like they didn't like the character's design. They didn't like where it looked like it was going. And I myself was on the fence. I was like, yeah, okay, that looks, I don't know. But I played it, and for the most part, I enjoyed it. And then I was watching a review of this game, and the guy in the review said, you know what, I know it's a reboot. It's supposed to be a reboot of this franchise, but to me, I look at it as like a prequel. And as he explained it, I'm like, that's got me thinking, you know what, it actually makes a lot of sense. So, that game is DMC Devil May Cry. Now, like I said, game was announced, everybody's shitting on it. Because of Dante's new design, Virgil's new design, and just overall, just that it didn't look like Devil May Cry. However, if you look at it as like a prequel, it actually kind of makes sense. At least to me, it does. So, in this game, Dante does not give a flying fuck about anybody but himself. He's super cocky, arrogant, he doesn't care, he's in it for himself, etc. As the game goes on, he starts to realize, okay, you know what, I have to step up here and protect humanity against Mundus, demons, my brother, etc. So, by the end of this game, he realizes, okay, I have to be humanity's protector here. So, the Devil May Cry 3. He's still pretty cocky and arrogant. He's opening up his shop. He has to fight his brother again. Devil May Cry 1. He's still pretty, he's not as cocky and arrogant as in this game, but he's still there. It's still there. He meets Trish. He has to fight Mundus again. As 4 comes out, 2 comes out, he evolves and matures from this snot-nosed, arrogant, cocky son of a bitch who doesn't give a shit about anybody but himself into this stoic, heroic protector of humanity. Puts this game in a little different perspective, doesn't it? But yeah, for the most part, I enjoyed this game a lot. If you are mildly interested, get this version because it has all the DLC, it has some refined gameplay, things like that. So definitely check this game out if you haven't already, and try to look at it as like a prequel of the series if you're a diehard fan of the series in general, which is what I did. So next game here, I need to get back to it. Unfortunately, I haven't played it in a while, so I don't remember all what it's about, but I can go off by what I remember. But so far, I have to say this game is one of my new favorite IPs of this generation. And it's a shame that we'll probably never get a sequel, most likely, which sucks. That game is Recore. This is the definitive edition. I had the regular standard edition, but whenever they announced that they were doing this, I picked it up. If you have the regular edition, you'll get all the DLC that was included in this for free with an update. So just letting you know. But yeah, this game I was just drawn into the story, like with Assassin's Creed Unity. It was different. It was unique. Basically, you're on this planet that is supposed to be humanity's fresh start, and something goes wrong, and it's not the oasis that it was supposed to be. So your character, Jewel, has to go out and find out what exactly happened and why. And along the way, you're attacked by all these robots who have become corrupted during the time that this planet fell into disarray. And for the most part, it was a lot of fun. Like I said, I didn't go back to it, but from what I remember, it was a lot of fun. And you have 3 core bots that are your companions that help you in battle and to traverse the area, to traverse the open world. So it was pretty cool. And you can upgrade your bots with different chassis, cores to upgrade their abilities and their strength and things like that. So it's a shame we'll probably never get a sequel. But if that sounds remotely interesting to you, go check it out. I really recommend it. So it's a shame. Next game here, a lot of people don't like, mainly because it wasn't the main developer behind the other 2 games in this franchise. And for the most part, I'd say the developer who did this game did a pretty decent job. It's got the same combat. It's got the same open world, most part. And for the most part, it's got a decent story as well. That game is Batman Arkham Origins. Now, Rocksteady didn't do this game, so that turned off a lot of people. But for the most part, like I said, Warner Brothers Montreal did a pretty good job creating this prequel to the main Arkham series. In it, it's Christmas Eve, and Black Mask has issued basically a hit on Batman, and he has to go through like 10 high-paid assassins to get to Black Mask and to get him to take off the hit, basically. And it was a good story. It's a good prequel. It was nice to see that Joker wasn't the main villain of the game again. That it was someone new. It was Black Mask. You see a Bane, or a young version of Bane. You fight Deathstroke. It was just pretty damn good. It was really good. Roger Craig Smith does a hell of a good Batman. Troy Baker does a very good Joker. And overall, just a really good prequel to the main games, for sure. I'm sad to see that it was not included in the Return to Arkham collection that was released a couple years back. I know a lot of people don't, because it was made by Rocksteady, but come on, if it's part of this universe, include it, because it just makes sense, But yeah, Arkham Origins for sure. Definitely check it out, for sure. If you haven't already, it's just a very good prequel, in my opinion. Now, this next game, I will agree with everybody. This game does suck. This game sucks a lot. It was supposed to be this massive survival horror game, and it really wasn't. It missed the mark on pretty much everything. Story, graphics, everything just sucked about this game. But for me, I can't help it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing it. And that game is Aliens Colonial Marines. Yes, I agree. This game sucks a lot. I agree. I agree that it's really bad. That, you spend more than half the game shooting at wheeling Utani soldiers. I agree. I agree the story is makes no damn sense. But when I gotta say, when you're actually shooting at aliens, it's kind of fun. I can't help it. I enjoyed that part of the game when I was able to actually shoot at aliens. And yeah, it would have been way better if it was actually like it was shown off. This dark survival horror game where fighting aliens and you discover what happened to the Sulaco, things like that. That would be awesome. But we got this instead. And like I said, I know it sucks. There's a lot of problems with it, but when you're actually shooting aliens, it can be a little bit of fun. So hit me if you want, but I can't help it. I did find at least some enjoyment of Colonial Marines. And if you never touched it because you've heard all the bad shit about it, it's true. All that stuff is true. But if you're looking for something, mindless to play one evening, check it out. It's pretty cheap. So, what can I say? I enjoyed Aliens Colonial Marines. I agree, the game sucks. The graphics are horrible. The story makes no sense whatsoever. But for when I want to shoot aliens, it's fine. It's a fine game. Now this next game here, like Assassin's Creed, I'm a huge fan of this series. Huge fan. I mean, I have this series on PS3. I have it on 360. I have the prequel novel, both physical and digital. I have both animated movies on Blu-ray. I have the Wii prequel game. I have the art book. I have a freaking hoodie. It's I'm a fan of this franchise. Just a tad. But this game, Dead Space 3. Everybody and their mother who is a fan of this franchise hates this game. I don't know why. I really don't. Dead Space 3 is really good. Just the fact that I look at this game through Isaac's point of view. Okay? He's already had to deal with not one, but two separate necromorph outbreaks. So I'm pretty sure, for the most part, nothing after that would scare him that much. He's already lived through it twice. He's done it twice already. But people bitch and moan. No, it has co-op, which thankfully is not forced on you. The co-op is an option. So, people bitch that the crafting your own weapons was stupid and pointless. No, not to me. Being able to craft your own weapons shows Isaac's background as an engineer and being able to cobble together different parts to make the ultimate weapon to kill necromorphs. Makes sense to me. Yes, there were some microtransactions in this game, but I personally never bought any, so it didn't affect me. My main complaint with Dead Space 3 is the DLC. I hate the DLC for this game, and it's ironic because a lot of people like the DLC for Dead Space 3. I fucking hate it. It makes no sense. It basically makes everything you just went through in the base game be for nothing. And you're really trying to tell me that Isaac and Carver survived falling to an ice after taking out the Brethren moon. That Isaac and Carver survived falling back down to the planet of Atlantis, which was still icy, and that they survived falling back down to the surface with broken rigs. They survived that. Yeah, no, they didn't. Bullshit. I call bullshit. But other than that, Dead Space 3 is a great game. Highly recommended. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. Now, the game I'm going to end on is going to probably piss a lot of people off. So it's going to piss off a lot of people who are fans of a particular entrance of the series. the final game, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Now, I know a lot of people just click the video off the video and just, whatever. But Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City is a lot of fun. What I'm about to say is probably going to piss off a lot of people. I don't care. In my opinion, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City is a much better Resident Evil game than Resident Evil 7. And probably everybody just clicked off. Okay. I believe that because, first off, this game has everything that a Resident Evil game should. This game has Leon. It has Claire. It has Sherry. It has zombies, lickers, tyrants, hunters, Cerebuses, Crimson Heads. It's got the location we all know and love. It's third-person shooting at it's at its best. It's a lot of fun. You play as a bad guy going around Raccoon City trying to wipe out Umbrella's connection to the outbreak. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. What does Resident Evil 7 have? It has an Alma clone from Fear and a Texas Chainsaw style family. And it has 3 types of enemies of molded. It has the regular molded. It has the fat exploder molded. And it has the fast. I always compared it to like the Leaper from Dead Space, the fast molded. That's it. What exactly about that screams Resident Evil? None of it does to me. This has more Resident Evil than Resident Evil 7. It's just a fact. But yeah, I highly recommend this game for sure. If you're just looking for something different to play, like I said, you're in Raccoon City. You have the classic zombies, Crimson Heads, tyrants, hunters, all that. It's a lot of fun for sure. So, highly recommend it. So, that is it. That is a stack of games here that I decided to talk about that I myself enjoyed immensely. And maybe after watching this, you'll try to maybe hunt some of these games down and give them a shot yourself. Who knows? But that's it. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment. Please subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you in the future with another video.